Do you know why it takes about 5 seconds to find out that Klimt is the author of the Tree of Life? And it takes a little bit more than an hour, if you're lucky, to find out the common symbolic elements between that painting and Spring by Millet. The answer is that general information such as title or creator or date of creation are currently computer processable. That means that web users can answer their curiosities, and at the same time scholars can use the data about those fields to highlight connections between cultural heritage objects. But in my research, I want to make sure that also symbolism can be computer processable. And I do that because I argue that the most interesting connections lie on a deeper symbolic level when it comes to cultural heritage. But in order to break this so-called symbolic wall, I need the correct tools. The set of tools that I've chosen are logical models that can be understood by humans and processable by machines because they are written in a language that is machine readable. That language is called OWL, the web ontology language, and I've used it to develop a model to describe symbolism as a series of relationships between a symbol, like a peach, its symbolic meaning, like marriage, and the context in which that symbolic meaning exists, like, for example, the Chinese context. I have converted the content of dictionaries of symbols using my model, and I've generated a dataset that contains more than 500,000 statements about symbolism that are both understandable by humans and computer processable. I'm also working on a second model to describe art interpretation in 3 layers. Because, for example, when you look at a painting, you may see a tree, and then you recognize that the tree is the tree of life, and then you associate a symbol to that tree, because you know the cultural context in which that painting was painted. By combining these 2 models, I can automatically generate context-dependent interpretation of artworks. And this is really important because I can highlight how cultures can share symbolism, and I can also highlight the uniqueness of some cultures. For example, a bat, the animal, is a symbol of luck in both Polish and Chinese cultures, but it is a symbol of rain in a Native American culture. With the results of my research, I can also create a platform in which both art historians and people passionate about art can ask questions and generate interpretation about the paintings that they may love. And they can also use my data to connect paintings based on symbolism. And you can also ask a question such as, can you give me 2 paintings that depict a tree and contain a symbol of death? And the use of my research can also go beyond a single individual because, for example, cultural institutions may use my research to add new symbolic meanings to their artifacts in their collections. Or my research can also help them curate their own collections based on symbolism. But I mean, the possibilities are endless once you break the symbolic wall. Thank you.